Hello friends, today I will discuss the EMF equation of transformer derivation. Before we discuss this, so let me introduce some of the terms which are going to be used here. One is AC supply, single phase AC supply, primary winding, secondary winding, primary turns, secondary turns, primary current, primary induced EMF, secondary induced EMF, flux, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, average value, RMS value, form factor. So these are the terms which are key terms which are used here to derive the EMF equation of the transformer. If you look at this diagram, this is a transformer representation. This is the primary winding and this is the core, transformer core means which is a magnetic material, and this is the secondary winding of the transformer. What is the meaning of primary winding? Means the winding which is connected to the main supply is called the primary winding. The winding which is left open or connected to the load is called the secondary winding. So normally single phase AC supply is applied to the primary side of the transformer, and that we call as main supply, and that will step down to the level of load voltage, load specification, and that voltage is called the secondary induced EMF. So once the AC supply is given to the primary winding, a current flows in the primary winding. That current is called the IP, that is called primary current. So this current, as per the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, it produces a flux in the core like this, and that core will link with the primary winding and also links with the secondary winding, and this flux nature is same as the primary current, which is varying with respect to time, that is sine wave. So once this flux which is varying, time varying, links with the primary winding, and there are number of turns on the primary winding, there will be a induced EMF as per the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction in the primary winding, and that induced EMF in the primary winding we call as EP. Similarly, the same flux also links with the secondary winding, and the secondary winding turns in this case is less than the primary winding time turns because it is a step down transformer. So the induced EMF in the secondary winding is also due to the electromagnetic induction, that is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So here also there will be an induced EMF in the secondary winding, that is called ES, and the voltage available across the secondary winding is called the secondary terminal voltage or secondary out or simply output voltage. So if we look at the waveform of the flux, we find the flux waveform like this. This is a sinusoidal waveform. So this waveform will have a frequency. So that frequency depends upon the supply frequency. That same frequency is applicable to this flux. Let us say the time period of this waveform is capital T, and let us say at T by 4 the flux reaches maximum value called phi m. Taking this into account, we solve we get the EMF equation of the transformer in the primary winding like this. So the induced EMF in the primary winding is represented by E suffix P, and that is equal to Np into d phi by dt. Here Np means the number of turns on the primary winding, and d phi by dt means it is the rate of change of flux linking with the primary winding. So because we know the EMF, the flux equation, the flux waveform, so we can find out what is the rate of change of flux. Suppose you take the time taking for the flux to reach from 0 to maximum is T by 4, that we can observe in the diagram. So we can write the flux reaching in T by 4 from 0 to maximum. So we can write d phi by dt is equal to phi m minus 0 divided by T by 4 minus 0. So we can see here d phi by dt is equal to phi m minus 0 divided by T by 4 minus 0. So we can write this as phi m divided by T by 4. So this 4 goes to the numerator. So we get 4 into phi m divided by T. And we know 1 by T means 1 by time period of the waveform is nothing but frequency. So we replace this 1 by T with frequency of the supply like this. That is 4 into phi m into F. And we know d phi by dt from this flux waveform. So, and we know what is the EMF equation of the primary winding as per the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So we replace d phi by dt with this 4 phi m into F. So we write EP is equal to Np into 4 phi m into F. So this is the induced EMF in the primary winding due to the flux linking with the primary winding. Similarly, remember this induced EMF is nothing but average induced EMF in the primary winding. But in the AC circuits, we use only MI meters which represent or which measures only RMS value. And we know the shape of the waveform of the induced EMF is sine wave, and we know for sine wave form factor is nothing but RMS value divided by average value is equal to 1.11. So whatever we have calculated just now here is nothing but average value of the primary induced EMF. So what the meter measures is RMS value. So we have to calculate what is the RMS value. To get the RMS value, we have to multiply this induced EMF, average induced EMF, with the form factor, that is 1.11. So we get RMS value of the induced EMF in the primary winding. EP is equal to 1.11 into 4 into phi m F into Np. So this will give us 4.44 phi m F into Np, where Np is the number of turns on the primary winding. Similarly, we can also write the RMS value of the induced EMF in the secondary winding as Es is equal to 4.44 phi m into F into Ns. Here Ns is nothing but the number of turns on the secondary winding.